Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
They'll leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Moore to the air. Working the middle, it's complete. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I don't think anybody expected this true freshman to jump in the scene here in college football and just explode the way he has. He has been making big plays week in and week out, and that's why this true freshman is square in the middle of the discussion when you're talking about Heisman Trophy.
Give to the back. And that ball is live in the backfield. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the inside give. Hard running there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Ducks have changed their look completely in the backfield. Mekhi Hughes, Isaiah World highlighting a transfer class. It really ought to transform this team into a potent force on the ground. Is that what was missing from the squad a year ago?
I think you want to see the passing and the running working together. You've had a couple of top-notch quarterbacks the last couple of years, obviously with experience. Now, an inexperienced guy at the quarterback spot. You might need to lean more on the running game. Oregon's got the guys up front. They got the guys in the backfield. They can do it.
They are controlling the ball. Ninth play of the drive. Moore will throw. They'll run the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Whittington. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
On 4th down, going to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just triples to the ground.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. On the move. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He'll pull it down and run. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Gonna swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, we saw earlier in the game, after not getting it on third, going for it on fourth down and having success. So you got to wonder after. Completion. Are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on fourth?
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Moore to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Whittington. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Rides to the back. Quick spin on the line. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Robinson. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Hand off from the gun. Wide open spaces. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Give to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, the power run here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab past the marker. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good.
He's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today between Penn State and Ohio State. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore will throw. Out of the backfield, he's open.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the air on second and short. Finds his tight end. Runs through a tackle. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third down. Going to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. This could be a major turning point in this game. Going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Pulls it in, the first down and more. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They just keep firing. It's caught downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Moore to the air. Quickly complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Stewart. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Iowa. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Well, the upside is you could get a 1st down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my right.
Oh, he's getting it hasty. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Auburn going to work with another 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
Beck's going for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. And the Ducks in the hurry up. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Looking for a huge play. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Looking to scramble. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
He makes the catch. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On third down, going up top. Pulls it in, it's Howard. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking to throw again. The throw to the outside is complete. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Moore to the air. And they can't make the connection.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Release to the back. Converts on 4th down, still going. The Ducks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Tried to buy a little time and then finally just said, let's run another play.
You got to love this guy's speed, and obviously throughout his football career, it's paid dividends for him, but this ain't high school anymore. You just can't outrun everybody like you used to back on Friday nights. This defense is fast. They were able to get him outside of the pocket, chase him down.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab down the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Moore will throw. Finds his big tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Whittington. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. Fourth and short, that means decision time. Or, for us, green line. Go for it.
Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt and tying the game, these guys want to take the lead. Power ahead. Touchdown, Oregon! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And was there ever any doubt, guys? Fourth and goal, you got to turn around, give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Rutgers proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Scarlet Knights team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. At the 45, on its way. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Trying to take it back. The 40.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
is ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Auburn! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Whittington. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Benson. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field,
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Finding open areas. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. They go to the ground. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt it.
Oh, a lot of space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking for a gap. It's Alston. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Memphis went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Tigers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
More to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Fair catch, called for and made. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore will throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hughes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
All right, defense.
On 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Hughes. At the 35, he's got room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give to the back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore to the air. Quarterback moving. He's taking the deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Touchdown, Auburn! And the route is on. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore will throw. Quarterback adapting. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail.
Makes the grab on the big throw. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.